Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Access Me Salon, where I will be exploring thousands of access consciousness classes recorded over the last 30 years. The first recording from 1986 until 2022. Join me and find out who likes what class best. I will be interviewing guests from all over the world, people who came to Access very early and who recently joined. So come and explore the world of Access Me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Access Me Salon, a platform where I will be inviting guests to talk about an application from Access Consciousness, Access Me, where 25 or even 30 years of recordings of classes are accessible. And today I'm here with Liam Bramley, the brain behind the app, the one who actually had the idea and put this all in motion. Thank you so much for being my guest here today, Liam, and welcome to the Access Me Salon.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Liam,
I love the salon. I love the background. It's super cool.
What is Access Me, and when did you had that? When did that idea hit ground? What inspired you?
So I can't take full credit for the entire idea. I can take partial credit, so I'll do that. But
Okay,
it was Gary. It was a mix between Gary and Sean and looking at revenue streams and looking at like what else can we do to create change and all that kind of stuff. And then I came in and engineered a bunch of stuff of like how to do it and what execution models and all that kind of stuff. So it really started off with like Sean was looking at like, okay, how do we like bring everything with tech forwards? What else can we do? And I was initially brought into a meeting with an app for, I think it was, I can't even remember what it was, but I was like, are you kidding me? Why wouldn't we have like your classes on your phone? Like the files.com thing is the biggest pain in the ass. I've lost every single class basically that I've ever run on a hard drive, or I've switched computers and it's disappeared. Before that, it was CDs. In between that, it was USB sticks. And then before that, it was CDs. And then it was tape cassettes. And everyone used to bring their own recorders and sit like this and at the front of class with their like thing, like because they didn't want to lose it, because there was always power cuts and all kind of stuff. The big picture of it though is like every time you go to a class, you get massive change. I don't care what class it is, like you just get change from it. And this incredible gift that these tools are in our lives can be accessed at any time when you listen to class. And it's like, how do we reduce the friction of that massively? You lose your CDs, you lose your files. My mom drives around, or did drive around, with her laptop on the front seat of her car because she didn't know how to put them on her phone, and used to have like stacks of CDs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I was like, this is ridiculous. Like technology's there, we can do it, let's do it. So that was really like the start of it, and it's been a rocket ship to say the least.
And a rocket ship since then, because a year later we actually have the app now, and there are classes back to what year? What is the first recording?
Oh god,
the oldest one.
Right now, right now we have 2002. That's the very first class.
How many more material do you have? Do you need to take it from the cassette tapes and CDs, digitalize it? What is the process behind that?
Brett Rouchier took tapes over a 4-year project and recorded every single tape, put it through an AI filter that takes all the noise floor out the bottom of the tape so it's crisp and clear audio. And that was a 4-year project, and there's around 500 classes or so that are in there that are actually I'm working on at the moment. There's 11,842 files that I'm working on at the moment. Me and Brett worked on it over Christmas. So at the time of this recording, what date is it? It's like the 9th of January, 2025. So by the time you hear this, you'll probably have those classes in the app and you'll be able to find them. We're putting them as their own category called Ancient Access. And that's everything before 2002. I think it was like before I was born. So it's there's all kinds of stuff in there as well. There's like a RAS 4-day freeform class. There's a level, we found a level 5 and a level 6. We found a level 4 and a 6, and we're missing level 5. So there's level 2, level 3. There's a 5 and a 6, 5, 4, but we don't have the 5. We don't know where it is. It's probably in a basement somewhere. So there's 10 days. There's like all kinds of stuff that's going to go into it as well. And there's also like 50 new classes because it's a 2-year gap. So we're keeping a 2-year buffer. This year, 2023 classes are coming in, the big 5, all that kind of stuff. That's just coming in now. So, but it really is this incredible thing where you can carry it around in your pocket and just listen to it. And you listen to a class, and a day of listening to class is a better day than when you're not listening to class. And this just makes it so easy to do.
So how easy is it now? I mean, you were talking about your mother driving around with a laptop on the seat. Okay, I adore you. So, number 1, go to the App Store and download it. Number 2, just scroll.
Check it out. Just hit play.
Wow, wonderful. So, Liam, you said you probably weren't even born when the first classes were recorded.
Sorry. That's how easy it is.
Wonderful.
Sorry.
So, click on the link below. If you have Apple, go to the Apple Store. If Android, go to the other store.
Android released today.
Oh my God.
Android released today. Yeah, like this morning I woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's in store. So you can get it on Android now as well.
So no excuses. You all can get the app. Just download it. You choose your class. And then if people want to find out when you ask your very first question in a class to Gary, what year would they need to look for?
Oh my God, I need to think.
When did you discover? When did you discover?
Hang on. Take away 17 years ago. So what is that?
17 years ago, we're 2025.
Yeah, hang on. It's 2025.
Great.
Take away 17. Turn it twice.
2003. That must be 2003. Do you remember the first class? The first.
Yes, actually, I do. It was. Oh God! It was in Montreal, and it was with Dane. So search in the bar Montreal Dane 2003 and listen, and you'll find it. And
so you were there. It was your very first class, and
it was like that was where I realized I could actually be happy.
Wow,
as a possibility. And I'll always be grateful for Dane for that. And my question was like, can you really? Because Dane was like, you can just choose to be happy. And I was like, can you really? Like, what do you have to do though? He's like, you can just choose it. I'm like, what? And I just changed everything for me. That was my first technically my first question. And then he told the greatest rendition of Voodoo Dick I think has ever been recorded at the end of class.
Wow.
It's the joke.
Wow.
It's
so I think as soon as we're done here, I will go on the app and I will look for this class.
2003 Montreal thing. You'll find it.
Have you listened to it again yet?
No, there's so much on here. Brett has been making the most awesome playlists in existence, and he's bringing stuff forwards that I didn't even know existed. And so I've just been.
Can you share a little more about this playlist? What are playlists on the app? How are they put together?
So we've recently made an addition to the home screen where we've put every single, I don't know how well this is going to focus, but we've put all the classes here in all library. So this is every single category. You can go through and check it out. There's RAS. There's loads of RAS recordings, but you can go to like level 2 and 3, for example, and you've got every single level 2 and 3 that's in the app. And it's just, I mean, it's endless. You can just pick one and check it out. But we've also done a home button, and this is where it defaults you on the app. So when you go to this screen, this is a hero banner with like the most popular, not the most popular, the most recent class that's come up. We've got free classes along the top. So you just need to make a profile. It's free, just email and password. That's it. You can listen to those. But these are the playlists. So we've got, I can't read backwards. So we've got Celebrate the New Year, which is calls about the new year and having a really good year and celebrating. We've got Creation versus Duplication, which is coming up for a telecall soon. We've got Hidden Gems of Access, which I would just get it just for that, because it really is the Hidden Gems of Access. These classes are, if you just listen to these classes, it's incredible.
What classes are the hidden gems? Why are they hidden gems?
They're just the least attended classes in Access Live, and they're the greatest classes that I think have ever like occurred. I mean, happiness is just a choice. That's in there. So
instead of asking you what is your favorite class, what is your favorite playlist?
Honestly, mine for me right now, everything's that Brett is making. But if Brett didn't exist, I would be smashing ordainments right now, because it's like I wasn't even around for when those were going on, but they just take you to a different space, and they contribute to your life in a way that is just, I don't have words for it. It's just incredible.
So people who weren't around as well when that occurred, what is an ordainment? Just a very
listen to it. I can't explain it. It's like an ESC on steroids, but it's like an ESP and ESC and something else all mixed into one.
Wonderful.
It's incredible.
I'll need to listen to that too.
Try Costa Rica 07, Ordainment Costa Rica 07. It's one of my favorites.
Wonderful. So looking at the app, of course, this is an ongoing project. It will take a while until literally the last class from 1986 will be on. What else is planned? What else are you? Can you give us an insight on this?
I can tell you what we're working on at the moment. So right now we've got all the missing files getting uploaded. We lost a load we started off with like over 90,000 files.
Wow.
And we had to do artist, album, genre, year, category, language for literally 90,000 files by hand. Like we did all of it. And we lost a couple of those during the migration process while trying to get into that, because computers glitch out sometimes, but all that's getting replaced. We're actually working on a system now. So you'll notice on the app, maybe you won't by the time you're listening, but every album that's up there is its own class. So you've got Being You, Changing the World, Vienna, 2016, and then you've got German, Vienna, 2016, then you've got Japanese, Vienna, 2016, Changing the World. Like you've got every class in every language. What we're going to do is slam all of it into one album, and then we're going to translate that album title into every language for the user interface, so they'll be able to read. You'll be able to technically pick Spanish as your app language and listen to Japanese classes, but be able to read every single title in Spanish, even though it's an English class. So that's the system that they're working on at the moment. We're also bringing in a 15-second fast-forward rewind button due to popular demand, because everyone wants to click back 15 seconds to re-listen to it, and that's coming. We've also got Android release today. We're changing the language back into the app because it's tricky with iOS in the backend settings. We're putting it back in so it's seamless, and we're supporting more languages as demand comes through. But right now we've got Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, we've got Hungarian, and what else have we got? I can't check it on that. I can check it on this.
So for those people who can't find their language yet, it's in motion and it's a work in progress, and you will keep going with this.
Yeah, and we're going to be adding languages all the time as time goes on, and it's just going to get better and better and better. We're working on stuff all the time. We're going to have offline downloads eventually as well, but everything's works in a development cycle. So we're not the only people we're not the only customer, and they work on like do the work up front and get paid later based on number of users. So as we go, we do a development cycle, and then they go work for someone else's app, and then they come back to ours. So we have to agree in advance what we're going to do. And right now it's languages. That's the biggest thing, because this is all across the world, and we want to support as many languages as possible. We've already got 27 languages in the app.
Nice, wonderful.
So
last question to you, Liam, before we will probably all jump download on the App Store or Android Store and download the app to get listening. If someone is really pretty new and there's so much in this app, what would you suggest how to get started with AccessMe? Let
it lead you. It doesn't matter. There's no form, there's no structure. Whatever you land on will be your item.
Wow. Well,
and we're thinking about doing a playlist. Brett and I came up with the idea for a playlist where we're going to do everything from start to finish, all the way from bars, foundation, level 1, level 2, level 3, COP, CFP, being you, like whatever the order is, all the way through to the end. So you'll be able to do that, and we might change those out like once a month as well. We're just toying with the idea. So if you're stuck, you can start at bars, global bars, and then just go forwards.
Wonderful. Liam, thank you so much for all your contribution. Thank you for everything you contributed to that. I will go back and look for that class where you asked your very first question. And everyone out there, if you're interested, check the links below here, get the app, and just download it and let consciousness and let the app lead you. You literally cannot pick a wrong class. Thank you so much, Liam, for being
just
here
to add
today.
On top of that, we have a Telegram group that's actually amazing. I'll send you the link. There's so many people recommending classes, like, oh my God, I just listened to this. And people can ask, where should I start? What should I do? Is it like, what about this? And people post classes all the time, post telecalls, post recommendations. And it's a really cool place to get some inspiration if you're stuck as well.
So we will put this as well in the show notes. You jump into the Telegram group, and then, well, let's just go and share and ask. And most importantly, enjoy AccessMe. Thank you so much, Liam.
Thank you so much.